All right, everybody, welcome to the show called Stay Creative, where we encourage people to stay creative during this crazy quarantine time. Today, I got a special guest for you. Oh, yeah. All right, our guest today is Angelique Miller. Welcome to the show.
Alex, how are you?
Great to see you again. It's been a long time, but I'm so happy that you are on our show because today we're going to talk about how you've been staying creative during this crazy quarantine time. Tell us.
Well, I've just kind of been taking the lead of my kids. They're constantly cutting things up and painting on things, and I used to get really angry and upset, but then I would also be upset that they weren't actually playing with their toys. So I was like, why am I getting angry? Just if that's the way that they want to be creative with their toys, then just let them go ahead and do it, and just kind of see where it takes them.
So I know that you have some creative projects that you're interested in working on very soon. What are those projects that you want to kickstart during this time?
I've been kind of watching a friend of mine who has started doing some makeup videos online, and I've always been somebody who was kind of scared of makeup and colors, and I just never really experimented a whole lot. But now in this new era of like having to do multiple Zoom calls every day, I get up in the morning and I get ready and I do my usual thing. And then I get on the camera and I'm like, I look like crap. Like, what happened? So just kind of watching her doing these videos, I was just feeling bad every day and I didn't want to go on these calls. I didn't want to do these things because I just felt like I looked terrible. I didn't understand, obviously, being on camera is different. So I've just kind of started playing around with some things and being inspired by her. My kids have actually been watching it with me. They've been very inspired, and now they want to do and create their own looks as well. I've gotten some face painting things for them, all different kinds of brushes and colors and glitter. Like, we're just going to go for it. We're going to plan some things out. We're going to just kind of take a leap and, just see where we can go from there and see what we can create and have fun with.
So what does that mean specifically? Are you looking to make a product, or is it a service? Which one is it?
So I'll be selling a product. I'll be selling Pharmacy US products. They are a cosmetics company that is now just kind of coming into the US, and they go by European standards. They are like 1,300 ingredients that they will not let into their products, as opposed to like 11, which is US standards. So I'm okay playing with them with my kids. Like, that would be basically like our foundation, and doing the makeup and creating these different looks. I would be selling the product, but then also kind of like showcasing us and our looks and my kids, which I also hope to spill over to some other things, because my kids are very much into acting out, watching other kids' videos on YouTube, and they've been inspired to kind of start their own thing. So we're just going to see where it takes us.
Very cool. Sounds really fun. So number one, you're incorporating your kids, which is great because it's going to be summer soon. School's no more distance learning, but now you're going to show them some real world skills, getting them into the entrepreneurial spirit of starting your own business. Yeah. And you're going to be then working with an existing brand, which is nice. So you can kind of not have to reinvent the wheel. Are you looking to then ultimately also make a YouTube channel? So I just kind of try to find out where you're going so I can help you.
Yes, absolutely. We want to create our own YouTube channel, and I've just kind of started watching. Now that I'm talking about it with everybody, it just kind of seems like that law of attraction. I'm just getting more videos and more people sending me stuff like, watch this, and oh, this is great on YouTube. I watched that video that you sent me the other day, which was awesome. I just feel like, it's just kind of one of those things where when you really just focus on what you want, then those things just kind of start coming to you. So, but definitely a YouTube channel is in the works, and the kids really want to get started on that.
All right. So the first thing is, do you know what you're going to call your company and your brand?
Well, I know what my page will be for Facebook. It'll be the Luxe Experience. As far as the kids' channel goes, I'm kind of letting them brainstorm. We haven't come up with one solid one yet. They're kind of coming up with a bunch of different names, and they're kind of like either pick it out of a hat or take a vote. But yeah, so we don't have a kids page yet, a name for that, but we're working on it.
Okay. All right, so let's focus on the Luxe Experience first. So did you double check online to see if that domain name is available?
I did not check online.
So that's the first step. So when you think of your brand, you need to make sure that you have that real estate online. So not right now, but later, go to GoDaddy and look into the Who Is search and just look up the luxexperience.com. Make sure it's available. If it's not, you got to change your brand. All right. Because the other thing you got to think about is, in my opinion, the shorter the name of your brand, the better, because it's more memorable. So think of something, if Lux Experience is too long, because you got to think people are going to be typing that whole word, or if it's just called the Lux or the Lux Life, I'm not sure. But think of whatever that is going to be, and then definitely look and make sure that you have the domain name. Now, the other thing I'd recommend is once you have that domain name, you can make a one-page landing page for your product or service. In this case, it's a product. So most likely the company that you're working with is going to give you a lot of great assets, meaning great photos of the product and all the product descriptions. So that half the work is done for you. So you may either just make a link that goes to their page somehow, but if you're an affiliate, it might be nice to have your own branding too, so that you can kind of just, have both, the white label experience of their products with your Lux Experience brand. All right. Does that make sense?
Yep, totally.
And then, just think of your color palette. Like for this one, it's kind of like Southern California, yellows, oranges, reds. Find out what your color palette is, and that will determine that landing page and the colors. It will also determine your YouTube channel. It'll determine your social media channels like Instagram and Facebook. So think of your color palette. Think of kind of like the type of music you want. Like, is it going to be upbeat? Is it going to be hip hop? Is it going to be classical? I don't know. It just depends on, all that. But everything I just said depends on one thing I forgot to tell you, which is step number 0, which is identify your audience. All right. So it's very important to know who your audience is. Who is your audience? I'm going to ask you that flat out.
I was just thinking moms of younger kids who, just want to be creative, want to have some fun. Also people that are just staying home during this time and maybe have some free time on their hands, or also people who are looking to create another stream of income as well.
I love it. So entrepreneurial, stay-at-home moms with kids under 5. Write that down. Okay. Those 3 things, that's big. And then you might even, the next one might figure out like who are earning X dollars per year. So those 4 variables are great, because once you figure out what those are, you can speak into their listening better. So I recommend, like, for example, that's what you are, right? So you're a stay-at-home mom at the moment, or during the quarantine, you're stuck at home. You got kids under, I don't know. I don't think under 10.
8, yes, under 10.
Yeah. Okay. Kids under 10. And anyway, you already are that demographic, which is great. So you kind of know what moms are interested in. And another thing you can do is you can start creating all those social media channels and then reaching out to those groups and collecting emails. That's important. So friends and family that that are in that demographic, collect all their emails, because if those social media channels go dark, you at least will have the emails, so you can market them that way using something like MailChimp or Constant Contact. Those are ways to connect. So it's all part of like a big wheel. So you got all your social media channels on the outside, and on the hub of your wheel is your website. So you're taking all your social media channels and pointing them this way to the website. And then that's what does most of your talking while you're sleeping. So that's your sales pitch. That's kind of how you close the deal. And that way you can learn how to make money, passive income style. That's the goal. All right. It doesn't mean it's going to happen right off the bat, but, I would recommend get that website down, because that's pretty much like your business plan. So if you can get that in tight, and the talking points that are speaking to the listening of your audience, then you'll be able to then further reach your audience through the social media channel. So I really think the first thing, get the domain, make the landing page, make sure you got all the assets, which means photos, product descriptions, get those in place and put them on that landing page. You might even want to figure out how to get a payment gateway like PayPal, so you can collect the money. All right. So that way you can have all your products, all your descriptions, and then people can click buy now once again while you're sleeping. And then you can fulfill those orders through shipping, when you wake up. So that's kind of the goal when you have a product-based business. Any questions or any comments about any of that?
No, I guess I wasn't really realizing that the website was the hub, because I was kind of thinking of the Facebook page of being like my initial makeup and looks and beauty products and stuff like that, and then thinking of their YouTube page separately, but I wasn't thinking of it like as, yeah, that's the hub where everything kind of funnels through. So that's awesome.
Well, there is no one real way. There is no one way to do things. So, I mean, I'm just giving you advice from my experience. There are people who do not have websites. There are people who do not have Instagram. They use 100% social media, just one platform, Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. But the reason why I like the website is you can point people to all those different social channels from the website. And the other good thing is each social media channel is going to be different. So maybe Instagram is just catered to the moms. Maybe Facebook is catered to moms who have kids, like having pictures of both. Maybe YouTube is both, talking about beauty tips and tricks. So you just got to think of what message you're going to have on each platform. And then that way you can send people in that direction, targeted in a targeted way.
Thank you. I love all that, but I really need like a resource that I can go to when I can't just come and talk to you.
Yeah, no problem. I have this company that helps people produce all their own TV shows. And this website, Vault TV Academy, we help you produce your show from start to finish. So we lead you through all the different steps. So if you're interested in learning how to make a show like this, we can take you through all those steps, no problem. So definitely take a look at our website. And then if you have any questions, we can go from there. Sound good?
Thank you so much, Alex, for all the information. It's actually really given me a good place to start and some places where I can go find the information I need. So I appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Angelique. It's been really great having you on the show. And once again, I love inspiring people to stay creative. So if this helps you in just any little bit, then you gotta pass it on to the next person. So I look forward to seeing your channel, look forward to seeing your website, and I look forward to you making a ton of money on this cool new business venture that you created.
Thank you.